What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Now, the Royal Rumble 2023 is almost here, and we've been watching the stars come in alignment so we can bring to you the most accurate predictions. Join us now as we look at all the winners and losers of the 2023 Royal Rumble. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. First, let's look at the men's Royal Rumble match. This year's Royal Rumble looks to be one of the most compelling in recent memory, not so much because there's doubt as to who will be in it, but because there are so many questions surrounding what surprise stars will appear, what storylines will play out, and whether there'll be two world title defenses at WrestleMania or one. As far as surprises go, we discussed in the news that the WWE intends to go with non-traditional surprise appearances, which could mean anything from past celebrity guests like Bad Bunny to whatever the WWE wants. One superstar fans should expect is Bill Goldberg, whose WWE contract may or may not be over, but you can be certain the promotion doesn't want him heading to AEW. A Goldberg appearance doesn't mean that Big Bad Bill will win the Rumble, but it will likely lead to a match between Goldberg and a WWE superstar at WrestleMania. Indeed, fans should expect to see several storylines play out during the men's Rumble, as the WWE uses showdowns and eliminations to build up bouts at Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. One in particular will be the ongoing war between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Lesnar hasn't forgotten about the Almighty defeating him at last year's Royal Rumble, and Lashley hasn't forgotten about Lesnar costing him the US Championship twice, the most recent time being at Raw 30th where he laid Lashley out. Look for both men to enter the Rumble and look as dominant as ever, only for them to eliminate each other from the match, furthering their feud. It's unknown if the WWE wants to take this program all the way to WrestleMania, but expect to see it play out during the Rumble. The final question is whether the WWE intends to have two world defenses at WrestleMania. Rumor has it that they could add a new world title for Raw, possibly crowning the inaugural champion at Elimination Chamber, or having Roman Reigns defend the Undisputed Championship both nights at WrestleMania. One possibility is to have the head of the table defend the WWE Championship one night and the Universal Championship the other night, but this brings us to who the winner will be of the men's Royal Rumble. Is there any doubt who's gonna win? The WWE has been preparing for Cody Rhodes' return ever since he was knocked out of action last year. Even though Cody hasn't appeared on WWE television since 6 June when Seth freaking Rollins kayfabe knocked him out of action, they've kept him fresh in the fans' mind, especially over the last few weeks with a series of videos chronicling Cody's comeback. Speaking of Monday Night Rollins, count on Cody confronting Rollins during the match, possibly setting up a match for Rhodes to even his score with Rollins. You can also count on Cody winning the Rumble and challenging for a World Championship. Just which one remains to be seen. But our final prediction, Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble. Next up, what about the Women's Royal Rumble match? The Women's Royal Rumble match looks to be exciting largely because fans don't know who to expect in terms of surprise returns. Rumor has it that WWE is comfortable with the number of female superstars it has on Raw and SmackDown, so don't expect many, if any, NXT performers in the match. However, that doesn't mean fans should rule out surprise returns and even debuts. In fact, count on seeing some WWE legends show up to prove they can still hang with today's roster, possibly even leading to a future match such as fans saw last year when Lita returned and subsequently challenged Becky Lynch at Elimination Chamber. There are also several release stars who could show up, including Chelsea Green. A return by Naomi, who walked out on WWE last May, can't be ruled out either. But there are several women who are favourites to win the Rumble, including Bayley, Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, and even Raquel Rodriguez. However, we feel there's only one proper choice: Rhea Ripley. Ripley's unfortunate injury last year sidelined her from her match against Raw Women's Champion, leading to Ripley spending much of her time as the Judgment Day's muscle. But now she's ready to get back into the ring, and a Rumble win will open the door for her challenging either the Raw or SmackDown Women's Champion. Based on the way the WWE has been booking the Nightmare, the WWE's men's division should be happy she's competing in the women's match and not the men's, as there's a good chance she'll win it based on the way the WWE has been booking her since joining the Judgment Day. Our final prediction, Rhea Ripley wins the Women's Royal Rumble match. Next up is the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match between LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. This is a tough one to predict, not so much because we have to wonder the booking behind it, but because nobody has a clue what the match involves. As we mentioned in our rumors video, the only clue we have about the match is that there are rumors it involves neon elements, whatever the hell that means. Based on what we've seen so far of Bray Wyatt's booking, we think that Uncle Howdy will be involved in the match, taking Wyatt out and revealing himself as Bo Dallas. What that means for Bray Wyatt's previous statement that he is Uncle Howdy is a mystery that WWE will likely spend the next few months unraveling, leading to a sensational showdown at WrestleMania. But our prediction for the match is that LA Knight wins. LA Knight has truly shined in this program, making the most of the situation where other wrestlers could get lost in the mumbo-jumbo and theatrics associated with Wyatt's character. Wyatt has nothing to lose by LA Knight winning, and hopefully Knight can move into a more meaningful program, having shown how versatile he is regardless of who he works with. Next up, the Raw Women's Championship match as champion Bianca Belair takes on Alexa Bliss. Bliss has been struggling to regain her edge, and judging from her recent demolishing of Bianca Belair on Raw, she's definitely found it. The question fans are asking is whether Bliss's fighting spirit has something to do with the supernatural touch of Bray Wyatt and or Uncle Howdy. They certainly provided plenty of teasers that Wyatt is subtly manipulating Bliss, and last week's appearance on Raw by Uncle Howdy during Bliss's and Bianca's brawl set off more speculation. Although Bliss is a changed woman, don't expect the EST to lay down and count the lights. Belair is eager for revenge on Alexa, and judging from last week's fight, Belair plans on punishing Bliss before she finally pins her. Look for Bliss to use a combination of her wrestling skills and fiery ferociousness to test Bianca, but for the champion to throw back Alexa's challenge. Our final prediction, Bianca Belair retains. But if you thought Bliss lost it when Charlotte Flair defeated her at last year's Extreme Rules, you ain't seen nothing yet. Count on Bliss going all out bonkers after losing to Bianca, giving in to the darkness that has been at the fringes of her character and embracing it by joining Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. And finally, the main event, the Undisputed World Championship match between champion Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. And although Roman Reigns' title run has grown tedious, this is one of the best booked challenges to Reigns yet in this 3 million day tenure as champion. Kevin Owens has been hunting Roman Reigns ever since Triple H began pushing him as a legitimate badass. But whether it was his time as a heel or a slow turn into a babyface, Owens made it clear he hadn't forgotten about the bloodline and Paul Heyman costing him the Universal Championship match with Reigns at 2021's Royal Rumble, going so far as to tell the WWE Universe that Reigns' title run would have ended long ago. The prize fighter has been dominant against Reigns and the rest of the bloodline, fighting off their repeated attempts to take him out of action before the Royal Rumble and even ambushing Reigns during their contract signing on last week's SmackDown. Unfortunately, Reigns' title run isn't ending before WrestleMania, and despite his promise that he'll beat Roman, KO can't compete with the Booker's pencil. Look for Reigns to win with the usual helping hands from the bloodline this Saturday as Roman Reigns closes out the Royal Rumble as WWE Undisputed Champion. But we're not finished just yet, and we predict The Rock will show up after the match, confronting Reigns and setting things up for the long-awaited dream match between the two industry giants. What do you think of our predictions? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.